time traveling.
As required. Okay, hold on.
I'll be time traveling.
I gotta remove this.
Because you'll be drinking.
Remove.
Right. Right.
All right, there we go. And there we go. Did we just okay. Hey there, we are live.
Live, baby.
That fast.
There we go. Oh yes, there it is. Straight No Chaser.
Cheers.
And we see everybody here. It's the Top Shelf Tour.
That's right.
Pinky up.
Doing it.
Pinky up.
Yeah,
That's right.
We are pouring some wonderful bourbons and spirits for our friends of Straight No Chaser. We do this every year, and it. Now we got everybody.
Oh,
On.
there we go.
Everybody's in the shot. There we go. There we go.
Tag it off.
All right, let's have everybody introduce themselves.
I'm Tyler. I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I sing tenor in the group.
I'm Steve. I'm originally from Evansville, Indiana.
That's right.
Just like my friend Tom Fischer.
That's
Here.
right.
There we go.
We're from right here.
My name's Walter. I'm from Pennsylvania, just north of Philadelphia.
My name is Rome Skate. I'm from
God given.
I live in West Palm Beach, Florida, and it's too cold here.
Yeah, it's not, you're not used to this.
And none of us have ever heard that accent before.
No, this
You
is
come up
Florida.
with a new one each time.
I live in the country of Florida.
It wasn't this cold last year when you were in Evansville, Indiana, was it?
No.
No.
We had snow for That is very rare before
Yeah.
Christmas.
No, that's just, and you're here a little bit earlier than usual.
We
You're
are.
here on Cyber Monday.
That's
Oh,
right.
That's right.
Yeah.
I didn't
Right.
know
I
that.
didn't buy a thing.
Cyber Monday.
I was
Did you have
supposed
any
to-
time to
Oh, I
get
bought some
anything?
batteries, actually.
I
Did
bought,
you?
I bought two
supposed to
things for
buy
my
it.
wife. So
Yeah.
I was a good
I
boy.
bought a brush.
Good boy today.
Brush
For all that hair.
I needed a new brush.
Did you need a new brush? Okay, that's good. Well, we have a lot of people joining us. If you have any questions for Straight No Chaser, we know a lot of folks on the SNC Music Nation are is that what you call them? Nation of SNC?
Chaser Nation.
Chaser Nation.
Yeah.
Chaser Nation are watching. Take a moment, like this, share this. We are pouring some. What's everybody drinking here? What are we?
I'm drinking that.
Yeah.
Well, we're
Tell them
doing a
about that
variety
one,
of.
Tom. That is
Oh yes,
special.
I'm on the 4-gate.
the 4-gate is incredible. We're doing the split stave 7-year-old bourbon, and we're also doing the Bacta night. Oh, I like it.
Close with
Get in
it.
there,
I like
Get
it.
Close
Yes.
up.
A story about this one. This is actually made from a man from Evansville.
That's right.
So this is a 7-year-old whiskey, Evansville's own. So and
That's
it's
right.
good. Yeah,
That's
Fogate.
right.
We call it Fogate.
Kentucky bourbon, but the guy Bill was here in Evansville for a while, and Bacta. This is the Armagnac from 1988. Now I brought this one because I wanted something that was time traveling. You all with your latest album, the '90s album.
Look at you
have really-
tying things together.
He's doing so good.
Yeah.
He's a professional, ladies and
He
gentlemen.
Probably
really
when a
is.
lot of those songs are being written, it might have been 1988.
That's right. Absolutely.
Tell us about the '90s.
What's up?
All right,
How
how are you doing? Good to
Peter?
see you. Yeah,
Get in here, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
Have a
yeah.
sip of the Bacta. Here, we'll pour it for you.
This is Peter. He's
Thank
not in
you.
the band. He's kind of a freeloader.
Yeah. He can sing, though.
Peter's
He's
top
great.
shelf.
He can sing.
He can sing.
Peter is
Hey.
top shelf.
Sing
All
bass?
right.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's an old joke.
Tell us about the '90s album. That's one of your recent releases.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most recent
Yeah.
EP. We did a whole 90s EP this summer, and we also did a whole 90s tour. All 90s music, fun. We did some upbeat, fun dance medleys, some fun ballads. We did, some Spice Girls. Jerome did a little
Yes.
Spice Girls.
What is it?
Wannabe.
Wannabe.
I love that. Yes.
It was
Spice
it
Girls.
was a lot of
It was
fun.
only
People,
one of the biggest hit of the 90s.
people wore
but yeah.
fun shirts and had like the 90s gear. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was cool.
And we called our album 90s Proof.
Right.
Keeping
90s
with
Proof,
our
because it's all about
theme.
alcohol.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, did
We're
you
called Straight No Chaser. It's got to have a little,
It has to be.
little connotation.
Any of these songs before you laid down the tracks? Did you have a little bit more sip of anything to warm up the vocals than another? Was there any that was inspired by a night of drinking or?
There is a bottle
We like
of
the
bourbon
Woodford,
right
yeah,
there
we like the
that,
Woodford.
is basically empty. That was from before the show. So yeah, there's
Must
a
be
little bit of
a
that
day off
burns
tomorrow.
Yeah.
burns the phlegm
To
off.
be
Burns the phlegm.
truthful, for every show,
Yeah.
we get a little whiskey and we get a little beer and some vodka.
That's right.
Those are just little party favors. But the whiskey, I must say, is the one thing that does to the vocals. Get some little.
It's therapeutic. It's
Yeah.
therapeutic.
So we've been told by Doc.
We keep telling ourselves.
I believe
that, so
we
can
telling.
have more,
Yeah.
Hey, Ziggy's joining us. Hey, what's happening?
How you doing?
Good to see you.
What's going on here?
Yeah. What's your favorite song of the night to perform? Of all of them? Which you,
Up tonight?
Yeah, up tonight. Yeah.
I would have to say Yellow Brick Road or the Off Mic.
Really
The Off
thought-
Mic is just
Really thought you'd say Winter Wonderland.
no. Okay. The Off Mic is just a nice moment where we put down the microphones, we just sing together. And it's like a lean-in moment for the audience.
Hey,
They
Sean.
gotta lean in
Yeah.
a little bit to hear it a little bit better, but it's just a special moment.
The passion that comes through on that is incredible, because you really take us back to really the '90s when you all met as an acapella group, right?
Yeah,
The
back
DeLorean.
to the roots.
You went to the DeLorean, right? We went back.
We
Back
fake the
in time.
passion. We fake the passion.
Well, you really like
Because the DeLorean had to go 88.
miles an hour to get back.
1988.
There we go.
Had to,
We're
that's
back.
right, yes.
We're back.
All right, I like it. Oh my God. Is that one of the ones you do in the movie?
No,
No.
but it might
Might
be in part two.
Oh.
Yeah, stay tuned.
A little
everybody.
preview.
Is the movie theme you did tonight the one you always do, or is it a new?
Yeah, no, it's always.
Because it always feels a little different each time. You
It's
know?
largely
Yeah.
unchanged from the original. You had
We
a
had
couple of
Almost
change.
my heart.
Yeah.
That's the key to it.
Yeah, that one's been pretty much the same.
Show them that one, Jerome. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Because
check
we got,
this
and
out.
if you have
Got
questions,
key
let
on
us
it?
know.
This one got a
That
key,
work?
dog.
That's right. You got it. That's a blade and bone.
It's a skeleton key, so this works in any lock.
Yeah, you've unlocked the bourbon secrets.
You've unlocked.
That was
My heart.
Tell me,
Unlocked
tell me
it.
something about this.
Have you
This-
tried mixing them all in one cup?
Well, before it's all over, we're going to. This is the Rowan Co. blended Irish whiskey. It's fairly new Irish
Okay.
whiskey. You like Irish whiskey?
Yeah.
You're gonna love this from our friends at Rowan Co. It's a blend of Irish whiskeys of a variety
Don't
of
kill me.
flavors.
Don't kill me. I want to drink them all.
So yes, so
Correct,
we
stop.
wanted. Oh,
It almost looks like a rosé.
well, it
Oh my
does. The
goodness.
bottle,
They were
the bottle, or
like
the whiskey itself.
Kind of both.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Wash it down with a nice Modelo.
I thought we were
What
straight
do you
no
all, what do you
chaser.
all usually go to? What's your go-to as far as after the show whiskey?
Whiskey, yeah, bourbon whiskey.
Bourbon
yeah.
whiskey.
We have a
yeah.
bottle of Woodford on the rider.
Right.
So
It's on the rider.
Yep.
Yeah.
What else is on the rider?
Look what's left.
Is this sacrilege? if I
cheese.
show
That's
No,
what's
go
left.
ahead. We like Kettle One too.
Oh, I like Kettle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
This is
Kettle.
what I
That's
go
what's
with.
left.
Is there anything that's almost been on the rider over the years that you've said
that Rowan Co is really good.
maybe we should?
Holy
Oh, I love
smokes.
it. It's great. Great Irish
Wow.
whiskey. It is. Is there anything that you've thought maybe we shouldn't put that on the rider? That's almost on the rider.
Look at this.
We changed it throughout the years, but
Well,
a lot of
we
stuff
do,
has
yeah.
stayed pretty much the same.
We've had a number of things that were on the rider that we've taken off to save us from ourselves.
Yeah.
Like a
Twizzlers,
a variety
M&Ms.
pack of M&Ms,
We used
Twizzlers.
to have 3 different kinds of M&Ms. We're like, that's probably
Beef
not good for our
jerky.
That
health.
seemed
I was
like a
thinking it'd be
long-term-
something more serious than M&Ms, but that's I like that. Yeah. No more
We
M&Ms.
saw the
Just
same
green
one.
ones.
Just the green ones. Just the green
We have
ones.
someone pick out the green ones and put them in one bowl.
They do,
and
they
then
do.
I
Yeah.
put some- yeah.
That person
Put a
was
couple
also
drops
on
of
the
water
rider.
there. It'll cut it.
Sorry.
If it didn't matter really what happened during the show, which I know it does, what would you put on your rider, Steve? If it was like
If it didn't matter.
Cash.
Cash,
$1 million cash.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm allowed to
You got
say
that?
Nope.
Back on the rider?
Just be throwing it out
Or
there.
mark 'em.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to.
Unassembled Toyota Prius.
Honestly, we'll tell you. Okay,
Just
what's
to
your
make-
speech, Jerome?
Make sure the
I'm not allowed to say it on the camera.
You're not? Okay.
So we'll talk about it after.
I would have an electric scooter so I
Oh,
can drive around the town.
like a 98-inch TV, so we can watch
98.
like
98.
a four boxer
Why can't we go
during
88
YouTube
inches?
TV during
bad.
Sunday's football.
I'm just
This one's
thrilled you
not
said TV
close,
after
but
that.
it's all right.
88-inch.
Yeah, that TV is just deep definition. There's
I don't think there even is.
No, it's big. Look at it.
Undeep.
It looks 2D.
Oh
Hey,
my goodness, that's one of the.
Tell
first
us where
things
you
ever
are watching from, and again, if you and tell us what you're sipping it on. If you have any questions for gentlemen from Straight No Chaser, ask them. Retweet this, like this. We love your music. All
I
year
know,
long.
right?
That Rowan Co.
Yeah.
So good.
It's a winner
I'm gonna
so
drink
far.
it.
So sweet.
Oh,
Really?
yeah,
I want some of that.
It's so
It's
It's
so
so
smooth.
smooth.
So
Go
much.
watch Top
So
Cigars.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Blade and Bow after this. But.
What is your
I'll go
everyday
Roco.
drinker?
Yeah, I know. What is
Well,
what is
oh
your
my gosh. I mean, these are all some of my favorites of the year. I'll tell you one of my very favorites. Here, we're just going down the
We've had that with.
I was gonna say.
We love the
Very
Rowan
good.
Co. This one is
Is that
from.
the rye? Is that the rye?
This is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This one is from Virginia, from Williamsburg. It is
Oh,
Copper
lovers.
Fox single malt.
Okay.
Rick Wasman, our good friend for many years. It's apple and cherrywood smoked grain.
Lovely.
Incredible. So we have a lot of single malts up here tonight. A few scotches, bourbons. We even have the, and I'll show you another one we have here. Let's keep on reaching back here.
Hey, can
Never-
you ask,
never
can you
seen
ask me a
that
question?
before.
Indigo.
What's the
Oh,
that
difference
is
between
really
a
good.
single
Yeah.
barrel or I don't know enough about like what does it mean like two. It goes from a barrel to another barrel.
So a single barrel means it all comes from one barrel that existed in time. So most everything, if you don't see single barrel on the label, it means it was blended, just to get that consistent flavor. Otherwise, it's a single barrel, which every single barrel is a little different. But for consistency, they want to make everything, most whiskey releases, consistent. But a single barrel would be very specific flavors because of where it's set in the warehouse, how it was aged.
Is it stronger per se?
It
If it's cast
well, it's
strength.
cast strength. They could a lot of single barrels are cast strength. That's
So
right.
here's a question, coming
Yes.
from the wine world. The barrels make a huge difference
Yes.
in the flavor. If they use French oak or
Double-
American oak,
Yeah.
is that also true with these? What kind of wood do they usually use for these barrels?
Well, that's a good question. For the bourbons, it's always New American charred oak. The char is really what gives it a lot of its flavor, as you see, and color
too, right? Yeah.
on that Indigo Zone, which is 18 years old. That's one of the ones
That
I'm
is
suggesting
lovely.
for the holidays.
What did that bottle vote for?
What's this go for? Maybe what's it go for?
Yeah.
Around 200, 250 or so.
Oh, wow, really?
Orphan barrel. It's older bourbon, but again, if you look at other bourbons,
Got
that are
that at Costco,
it can be very expensive.
18 years. That's
Yeah.
So then do like Scottish
Let me try this.
whiskeys.
I ain't
Wait,
tried. Y'all been
try
back?
the rum and coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind
Get
of
put
wood
on
are
the deck.
using
You got some rum and coke there?
So
Yeah,
with
Scotch,
Scotch from overseas, Irish, a lot of times with Scotch, a lot of times it is used bourbon barrels. Not always.
Pick
but
it
that's
up.
That's what it is. Cheers, my
So-
friend.
Oh, this is
I-
glass
yeah,
too?
cheers.
Oh boy.
Yes.
This could definitely not be in my house. My kids would break
I know
that
I'm sure you do
glass.
a lot of straight.
Hey, yo, ninja.
Oh,
Straight pours,
that-
yes.
But do you
That
do
is- that is very
bourbon
good.
cocktails as well?
I do. I do.
Do you have any favorites right now?
I always enjoy classics like a good old fashioned a Manhattan.
Yep.
I like one called a Revolver, which someone back here helps me.
Yeah.
Annabelle does a great job making the revolvers, and I do okay sometimes.
Annabelle, what's in a revolver?
Go ahead and tell
That's
us.
what I'm saying,
Rye
man.
whiskey, coffee
Put a little
liqueur,
couple drops of water in
Oh,
Coffee
okay.
liqueur.
Little chocolate, orange bitters, rye whiskey, coffee liqueur. It's really nice. Would you like a drink?
Yes. Yo,
What would you like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something good.
What do you usually drink?
Give him the Rome
Give
code.
him- give him the
Like
Rome
You want the roll?
code.
Go. Okay.
Rome
Let's
code's
do it.
very good.
What
It
about,
is a great Irish whiskey, by the way.
what
And we have
about
all
Boulevardier?
these. What's that?
Ooh, those are good.
I love
I
Boulevardiers.
do love
It's like a
Boulevardier.
Negroni, but they've
Yes.
replaced the whiskey for the gin.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
so
gotta
I
get you.
love a good
I gotta get you a bottle of
Cheers,
Bodega
my friend.
Cat,
Thank you.
Prost.
which is
Cheers.
Mark
Cheers,
Norman and
everyone.
Sam
Yes.
Morales.
It's weekend.
Cheers, yeah.
What's that?
Thank you.
Have you heard of
Perfect
Bodega
timing.
Cat?
Always
Bodega?
Whiskey?
Yes.
Bodega Cat
I
whiskey.
have heard of this. Yeah.
It's Sam Morril and Mark Norman.
They're comedians, yeah.
They started their own.
Combination.
You like it?
Yeah, mate.
I've
Yeah.
tried it.
Haven't tried it yet.
Have you tried the paper plane?
Oh,
The Amaro Nannino?
let me tell you, Paper Plane is actually one of our favorites, and it's really good during warmer months. But I
Yes.
think there are elements of creaminess, of refreshing notes that make sense during the holidays too.
We
It's
had one as an appetizer cocktail on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That's great.
Those-
I like
those
one
for
appetizers.
family and
Oh,
friends.
cocktails and appetizer. It's
Yeah,
great.
oh yeah.
It was
Yeah.
lovely. It was lovely.
Now
Is that
they're
one of your
doing-
favorites?
Now they're
I
doing
enjoy
the,
it.
espresso martini with bourbon. That's
Espresso
kinda-
martinis
that's
have
kinda
really made a
becoming
big comeback.
thing, yeah, but they're doing it with
Espresso-tine?
bourbon.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
Yeah, Rowan Co's number one in the leader.
I'm
That is-
glad you all
that is
like it.
so
I'm so glad.
good.
Look, you can even see the bottles. I'm not sure if there's any more. Oh,
Which
we
one
have
am I drinking?
As
the-
you
We have the.
The Rome
Yeah.
code.
You're having the
Love the blue.
Irish whiskey from Dublin.
Last one. Thank you.
Okay.
Our friends
See,
in
I
Dublin.
am-
We hope to see them again
Thank you,
soon.
guys.
Vickers.
Nice to my home.
Yes.
There's
We
a
have
Tom,
a
there's an
little
awesome
Laglulan.
there's an awesome hall in Dublin
Laglulan
called
is
called
definitely-
Vickers Street.
Yes.
And it is
Yeah.
an absolute party every time we go there, and we
Miss-
can't wait to
miss-
go
Evening
back. It's
lads.
It's a good.
such
Now
a-
you all
such a
perform
blast.
some in Dublin.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Where all do you all go internationally to perform?
Recently, not very many places.
Okay.
But
It's
Yeah.
it's been it's been a
After
little-
COVID, not so much, but
It's been a little shut down after COVID, and then straight into
situations. War.
there's a bit of a war in Ukraine. So
Right, right.
We're hoping. I know.
I
But
understand.
we're hoping to visit some new environs in the coming
Yeah.
year, which will be exciting.
I think Jerome may be ready for a Cohiba. These are our favorite cigars.
They can't
These
say
are.
Cohiba unless you printed that out.
Well,
Are these-
I didn't print it. Cohiba did.
He's
We did a tasting series
cricket.
and pairings last year with Cohiba at Club Magneto in New York. So we love what Sean Williams and the team does at
Are
Cohiba.
these Cuban
you-
or Dominican?
These are from Dominican. This is the American release, and of course, there's a whole story behind that. But these, again, some of our very favorites. And
Well, what I've heard is
Sorry if I try this.
all the good cigar rollers left Cuba and went to the Dominican. So I've heard that the
they just
Dominican-
Why are
might.
you pointing at me? I'm Puerto Rican.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Just spilled like
I've heard that
$10
all the
worth.
best cigars are coming from the Dominican.
There are some
not-
wonderful cigars like
not
these. They
Cuba.
make some of them in Honduras as well. And there is one they make every year at El Titan de Bronze in Miami, which is done from tobaccos across the world, but it's made in Miami. It's beautiful.
So I know you've got some good relationships
Yes.
in the cigar world.
Yes.
What are some of your favorites? Or
Well, I
who
brought
you
you all
work
a
with?
few of my favorites tonight. The Cohiba Blue, the Cohiba White. I mean, there's so many other good ones out there, some small labels.
Okay.
One of my very favorites is, I think I had
Whip
it.
one out right there.
Well, I thought I had it someplace here.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
It's up here someplace. It is Cohiba Weller. It is the Weller by Cohiba,
Okay.
which is the U.S. broadleaf binder is actually aged in Weller barrels, Weller bourbon barrels. So that's one of my very favorites.
So wait, how
But
do
I
they,
love,
so how do they do that? They take the tobacco leaves in the Weller barrels.
and they put it in a used barrel
Oh, in
so that
used,
that
okay.
flavor will really get on the
Where we
tobacco.
do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, it's really beautiful. But all these, the Connecticut I love, the Blue Label, they all pair well with these spirits.
135. That's not bad.
I'm onto the Orphan Barrel.
You're on to the Orphan Barrel.
It's-
Which one?
It's right. No, the one that you had down.
Yeah,
It's about as smooth as you could possibly get. Like I tasted, I was just like, did I just? It's so
so good. That 18-year-old, this 18-year-old is so nice.
I mean, while you're watching, keep a log of these names.
I know.
The holidays are
Yeah,
coming up.
we're gonna-
Oh yeah. Who are you?
You don't want
Skipper's mom.
You want to give people gifts off the beaten path.
That's right.
So write these labels down. You know, so-
That's true. No, thank you for that. The Orphan Barrel, the Rowan Co. We have several here. And, you know, if you're really wanting a great holiday gift, if they can't come see you in person, or if they're not near you, where can people?
I mean, you
watch
are Johnny.
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
spot
seriously.
with
Whoa.
your
Guys,
segues,
my God,
man.
we'll be live streaming our show December 23rd. So it's the Monday before Christmas. People, all the families will be together. There's nothing really going on. There's nothing new on TV. You can tune in, see a
You
show.
can tune in.
Go to our website, find all that stuff
Yep.
right there.
SNCmusic.com.
SNCmusic.com.
There's
He's
SNC.
talking over your.
I feel like he's
your
he's
promo.
purposely sabotaging it. No, but SNCmusic.com. We'd love to have everybody
But
tune
also,
in.
it's not just the 23rd when you can watch the live stream. The link is good for 48 hours, I believe.
What?
Look at
So
this.
can we keep
You
watching
watch
it
it
over
till
and
the
over?
27th.
You can
That's
watch it on Christmas Eve when you're gathering with your family.
You can make your own 24 hours of Straight No Chaser, much
Yes.
like the Christmas story.
If anyone does that, what would you say?
Oh, you're a
I'm so
sadist.
sorry.
But thank you.
No,
Hopefully, you have several bottles of these scotches.
every time you go through it, send us a note. Like not like for all the, but if you go through it every time you go through it, send us a note. So if you watch it 10 times,
differently.
Yeah.
You had to see something different. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Are we competing with the Christmas story right now?
I
No.
Well, you
I
know
don't
what's
think
happening
anybody's-
this
I don't
week.
think anybody's ever said
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you
Die
know
hard.
who's coming to Evansville right after you are here, right? Did you hear this? This is serious. This is true. Macaulay Culkin.
Oh,
He's gonna be here tomorrow.
He is doing a
He'll
show.
be here like day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Was he
To
doing?
do what?
Wait, he's going to be here tomorrow?
Well, we're not quite sure yet.
Should be
He's going to be
staying.
talking about the Home Alone, watching it with us.
Yes.
And
They're doing these talkbacks. They did one
Yeah.
with Carrie Yules. He did that with
Right,
Princess Bride.
right.
That's awesome.
So,
I'd love
yeah,
to
it's
see
cool
that.
yeah,
stuff.
last year Chevy Chase was
But I
here.
also,
so
and I also saw that Take Six is going to be in town here in
Take
Evansville.
Six will
So
be too.
Wow.
go
With
see our
Macaulay
friends.
Culkin?
No,
Macaulay
unrelated.
Culkin, special
But-
guest with Take
Yeah,
Six.
well,
everybody in
sure.
Evansville, please go see our friends Take Six. They are incredible.
They are really good. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they're really good.
Mark?
Yeah.
What up, man?
You all have you've got to meet a lot of the artists that you cover over the years. Several of them, right? Any
Yep.
favorites?
Favorites.
Sarah Bareilles was pretty nice. She was a very sweetheart
She
girl.
was awesome. Well, meeting Jason Mraz at the CMA party that time.
Yeah.
He was really cool.
Yeah.
A random
meet
meeting, we were
Nickelback?
walking out of a show.
I
Rob
met
Thomas was like,
Nickelback,
"Look out,
yeah.
guys! Straight No Chasers coming."
Yeah,
through."
Rob
So-
Thomas
Yep.
was very nice.
The coolest person we've ever met and hung out with was Dave Chappelle. though.
Oh, he was
That
Dave
was,
Chappelle was
and
one of
that
the
was
And
in
again, we can't
Indianapolis.
talk
at the
Yeah.
about those things.
What inspired that
Yeah.
song?
That was one of the coolest moments. of my
How'd that
life.
happen?
I really think Creek came from that, but
So
He was performing in the same
we already
venue we
do.
were.
Oh, wow.
The venue in
Really?
Indianapolis has
Wow.
two rooms. It's got a big theater similar to this one, Performing Arts Center. It's got a smaller ballroom, standing room only kind of venue.
Yeah.
And Dave Chappelle wanted to play the bigger room, but we had already
Yes,
had
please.
those dates on the books. So he was moved to the smaller room. So he showed up at our sound check and he was like, I want to meet the dudes who are selling 12,000 tickets this weekend in Indy. pushing me to the smaller room, obviously in a joking way. He came to our sound check and he was super nice. He was like, "Hey guys, this is amazing. You guys are awesome. After your show, come on up and watch my show from the side of the stage." So we did, and after that, we hung out in the dressing room, we hung out in the tour bus, and other
Things happen.
undisclosed locations.
Wow.
And yeah, then woke up in Los Angeles.
Yeah, my favorite story of that is Segi doesn't remember anything about the end of the night. He doesn't remember getting up the next morning. He remembers landing in LA.
I was
So
woken
this
up,
is one of the roughest
Drink
stories, huh?
responsibly.
That's right.
I was
That's right.
woken up by the flight attendant. She's like, "Sir, can you raise your seat? We're landing." And I was like, "I'm sorry."
Should I go Bleed and Bow or should I go Hogwarts?
Well,
Hogwarts.
I mean, so let's talk about the Hogwarts. We really haven't talked about it yet. It's It's also from Bacta Spirits, our good friend Raj Bacta and the team there. This is a blend of Armagnac that dates back to 1982, 2010, 2012, and a couple of bourbons that are several years old. The average age on this is 9.4 years old. This is the first time that I know of. Did you get some?
Oh, no, here.
Oh, well, you can do both. You can do both.
I'll try some of that.
Look, no, it's okay.
There's
Here, you can
always
try it.
room.
This is the first time that Armagnac and bourbon have been blended together for a
This is way past my bedtime.
This blend goes beautiful too. Hopefully, we told you about all these. These are all some of our very favorite things.
Just different. I wasn't expecting that.
So why did
2024.
so they've never been blended before?
Yes.
Why did they think these would go together so well?
Well, I think it's the
Accident?
the
Oh, no.
yes, the Copper Fox is beautiful too, Jerome.
I like the fox.
It's the sugars, it's the approachability, it's the sweetness. I think just the layers of flavors because with Armagnac, you get some wonderful brown sugar, some wonderful library notes. The older
We're
Armagnac,
getting it in,
especially
y'all.
coffee, chocolate, and that all works with bourbon really well.
Because you're blending the grape with the corn.
Okay.
That's right, everything.
It's interesting.
It's a bit of everything. It's yours,
It's,
guys.
it's a garden party.
Yeah, it's a garden. That's right. It's a
like
garden
the-
party.
I like
So
when you
again,
get.
yes,
I was
please.
gonna say I like when you get little things
Yeah.
with your like.
It is
it's-
nice.
It's not the Blantons, but I
Hey,
feel like getting a little key.
have
with
yourself
that.
So Blade and Bow is a
We have
wonderful
no questions.
blend of
Always
older
ask
bourbons
us any
too.
questions.
Well, I keep on thinking they're going to. I think that if anybody has any questions,
I like that.
ask away. Maybe they're just enjoying it
I
so
mean,
much.
yeah, we have
Jerome.
152 people.
152
Somebody,
people
nobody has
on
any
all
other
these.
questions.
Go with some
Oh, the sound's off.
Maybe they don't listen to us.
Let's make sure this. I know the sound is on, or someone would have told us.
Yeah,
But
somebody would have said something.
if not, this has looked really amazing.
I feel like that
feel
would
like
have been a
yes.
question. Can you turn the sound on? Ooh, wow.
Maybe they have
This is like drinking.
They're just-
drinking a
Which
little
one are you on?
fire.
all the questions answered they need.
But yeah,
That is
mine.
So it's
I'm
always
not a
with
PD
you
guy.
all.
like
It's always been something new and interesting. Last year was the Yacht Rock tour. This year it's 90s
Yeah.
plus the Top Shelf new
Yeah.
Christmas album. Check it out.
So 2 years ago was Yacht
Yeah.
Rock.
2 years
this
ago.
Summer,
Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
2 years was Yacht Rock.
Wow,
This
okay.
summer was 90s. And this summer we had such a blast. We got to go out on multiple shows with O-Town, Chris
Yeah.
Kilpatrick from NSYNC, which was awesome. We
Really?
got to go out with
And they opened for you?
23 and me.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That's
And we got to
amazing.
go. And
Believe it or
Lisa,
not.
Lisa Loeb went
Lisa
out
Loeb,
on a
yeah.
number of shows with us. So we just had a ball, and the people who were we had so many we had so many people who just totally identify with that era, and
Yeah.
there was such a when you think about where you came from with grunge all the way to the boy bands, like there were so many different genres of music that
course,
were
yeah.
covered in that.
All
So
of them.
it gave more or less all of them.
Yeah.
So it gave us a lot of variety in the show. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And of course, the Spice Girls are on your.
Oh, yeah.
So
Did
back
you have
by
a-
popular
So-
demand, we're gonna be doing another 90s tour.
Yeah.
Next summer.
of 2025.
Are there any suggestions of 90s songs? we
Yeah,
should do?
suggest 90s songs.
Give us a 90s song. that you-
I love the George Michael Freedom.
Oh, yeah.
Great new. Have you all seen the new documentary on Netflix about
Yeah, right.
George Michael?
Oh,
I've
Uh,
not.
no.
wait, is
Really
it
good.
favorable or not favorable?
No, it's good.
All
It's
right,
really
good.
good. It's really good. Really tells a great story.
The end of it.
Yeah,
We did.
really good.
What happened?
Yeah.
Well,
There's
Freedom Young, he arranged Freedom for us.
Freedom actually arranged Freedom.
Yeah,
I think he
and it
did it
was
for himself. But yes.
he did, but it was
Yeah.
really great. It turned out great. So it's on the album as well. And so
Yeah.
yeah, we're
Go
excited
back
to,
for more time.
excited to kind of
We're on good. Jam.
So
dust
Yeah.
dust these bad
First
boys
one
off
was
again
for
next
us.
summer,
That's
and
incredible.
we're already talking about new material for that tour. So
That's right.
even our friend Mr. Cameron
Hey,
here enjoying it.
That's right. You can come on in here.
Achy, breaky heart.
Yeah.
Achy, breaky
Achy.
heart. Nice,
Oh,
Nikki.
now we are.
Oh,
She's
Nikki.
not-
Nikki, thank you, Nikki.
Jasper does not.
Yeah.
So
Siggy, who was your favorite Spice Girl?
My favorite Spice
Or
Girl?
who is your favorite Spice Girl?
Posh.
Oh, yeah.
Yours?
Is that the one married to Dave Beckham?
Yes.
Yeah, she's hot. Yeah, she's. Yeah.
This is being recorded.
Who was it? Jerry Halliwell, Ginger Spice? Wasn't she like the big deal when it all started?
I don't know.
No idea.
Oh, he's bringing up Achy Breaky Heart here.
Pretty
All right, let's put up here. Thank you, Nicky.
You want to play country music?
That's
I'm gonna do the
Pretty
line
fly
dance.
for a white guy. If we flip it and have Jerome singing about the other guys in the group, that could be kind of funny.
there's a lot of potential there. Yeah.
Sheila what's my
But you were right saying the '90s genre of music. There was a lot of genres that were so popular with pop
Name
and
one.
grunge
Yeah.
and alternative, like where Nirvana and Spice Girls could live on the top 10
Absolutely.
Billboard charts was crazy.
Well, I love what you've covered in the past too. At Creed from Radiohead, you had
You
the
do some
Poison,
Smashing
Velvet
Pumpkins.
DeVoe. I mean, so many good ones you've covered.
And
in the
last year,
past.
He's like
I'm
a
reading
comic.
it.
Jerome has never done media
Oh.
training, and it shows.
Jerome could say,
You don't need to have me.
okay,
but Siggy
This is not
did an
professional
arrangement
music.
from Metallica.
Nothing else
Nothing else
matters.
matters.
there.
right.
So it's just a spin on something that you wouldn't think could possibly be a cappella. We always like to put our little twist on it.
We always want to do songs where the original artist would be like, "Oh, please don't."
Oh, please don't do that. Please don't do. Oh, they're
Please
doing it
don't
on the
make our
pod.
song.
That's your hope is they'll say that.
man.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Should we? Hey, should we sue these guys?
And then, and then begrudgingly enjoy it once they hear it.
Yeah.
Your favorite story of an artist that's reached out to
We
you,
do our name.
positive,
I don't need
negative, whatever you want
She'll
to.
never play for me.
Your
So
favorite funny story.
You
when
have to understand our crowd. Our
we
crowd's not
did an
listening.
arrangement of Wonderful Christmas Time for Sir Paul McCartney,
Yes.
and he sent
I've
an
heard of him.
email back to our producer Steve Lunt that it said heard the arrangement, loved it, guys! Exclamation point. That's
Wow.
all I ever need.
Well, and that
his secretary could have written it, but I can say that he said it.
that
so.
holiday season when he sent out I think
that's
an e-card, he attached that song to it. So that was from
Really?
his
He
his
sent-
publishing.
You
He
ring
sent out an
ring
e-card to
him.
his friends and he attached your song.
Yeah.
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 So
So
friends, I don't know.
Yeah.
so we're like,
Look,
oh wait, he knows who we are? That's
I
pretty
didn't-
cool.
I didn't
David
get
Page, David Page from Toto.
That song's terrible.
That was one of the coolest moments
Yeah.
ever. Being
Yeah.
at his house,
Wonderful Christmas Time.
seeing all the Grammys, him playing.
The two big Beatles holiday songs are terrible. War is over. Well, it's not Beatles. It's
Neither one of
Lennon,
those.
Someone is. We got more people
I vote for
voting.
nothing
I
else
meant
matters.
from
Well, we're
the
asking
guys.
questions. This is good. Thank you,
From the
Pat.
guys.
Yeah.
We do it. We'll be bringing it to you
Yeah.
again.
You don't like Wonderful Christmas Time?
Would there
No,
be
I
like
hate that
a,
song. And War is over.
B-side possibility
Yes,
of
for sure.
songs like some that we don't remember that well?
What was the question?
If it was a
Well,
B-side,
If
Like
it
that.
would have to be a really, really good song because so much of
We did Linger.
yeah.
That wasn't the hit. The hit was
Zombie.
That was still- that was
no,
still
but
a
if
hit,
you look
though.
at
I've
a
never heard
'90s
it.
playlist,
You
that
never
is
to linger
up there. So because so much
I
of
didn't know.
so much of the appeal for some of these songs, when you're getting back into that nostalgia, people want to go
Right.
and sing along,
They do.
and they want to and remember what they were doing when they heard that song for the first time or what they did with their friends.
Right.
So if it's a B-side, it's got to be it's got to be just an incredible song that might have been overlooked.
Or something that live works well. Our live show is obviously
Sure.
a lot of it's outdoors. High energy is something that we're always looking to do. I feel like I'm like in a set list pitch meeting right now.
Yeah, no, this is
That's all
good.
I ever talk
Well,
about.
we're coming up with ideas. They're suggesting some.
Yeah.
Keep suggesting songs you want them to see. Keep on liking and sharing this video. Ask questions. What's to come? I mean, obviously you've done a lot of great things. Yacht Rock, 90s, Christmas, and then
We're going to Asia.
You're going to Asia.
I don't think it's been
news.
officially,
I like it.
officially announced.
I'm just going to say it. We're going.
It hasn't been
Wow.
announced. We have
You heard it here first on the
one-
Bourbon
we have
Blog.
an
All we have to do is
official
give you some bourbon.
pretty cheap, right?
What else do you want to know?
Not a bad deal.
No,
One time in fourth grade.
And the worst thing I ever did.
Yeah.
Third grade.
Sorry, third grade.
We're
Sorry.
going to Jakarta in Indonesia at the end of May. So right now we're looking to build out some other dates around that.
Don't tell anybody.
Please don't tell anybody. Jakarta, please.
That's been the
Don't tell.
group's biggest goal
Yeah.
probably in the last 10
Really?
years was
It's
to
amazing.
get to Asia.
Well, Tyler still wants space. But
Yeah,
we're
we're
okay
gonna
with-
go
we're-
there
We're
sometime.
great with Asia.
I
How many
Last
shows will you
dance.
do?
I
Seven
don't
or
know.
eight?
We'll
as many
see.
as
I
we
mean,
can.
as many
Yeah.
as we can. We
Dan,
really
you
want
have
to.
hookups in Asia? Get us some shows.
No, but I got the move.
Okay. All right.
Hal at it. I'm in.
Well, that'll
You
be
heard
a
it here
first.
first. This is amazing.
Yeah, we're excited. We're excited. So we're kind of, shaking the trees, finding all of our connections, and seeing where else we can go. Because certainly there's a lot of places over in Asia that we've had on our bucket list to visit, and we'd love to make it happen.
By groups that we know, acapella groups that have gone there before, that supposedly the sky's the limit with acapella over there.
Yeah.
Take Six, acapella. Manhattan Transfer friends of ours have gone there. They're now retired at Manhattan Transfer. So
Yeah.
maybe we can take some of their
House
their
Jacks
gigs.
too.
What do you
House
need?
Jacks, yeah.
Deeks group.
What you like?
I mean, might have to go with this copper.
Ooh, the
Fox.
Copper Fox from
Have
Virginia.
you tried
is
the
so
Indigo
beautiful.
Hour before?
Yes, I have.
The Indigo Hour 18-year-old is so wonderful. I think
I'm just
which
short
one
pouring
do you
myself
have?
here.
Look at this.
2 fingers.
This is one in a small. Ooh, it's woven hour, orphan barrel. It's a Scotch. If you want a really rare Scotch, this is in a
Look how small it
in a
is.
vial.
Cute.
It's in a vial.
Just a little guy.
Shot.
It's $800.
Shot.
It is here.
Shot.
It is here.
It's $800 an
It's like
ounce.
the Louis XIII whiskey.
Yeah, have you met some of these other acapella groups? I mean, acapella's gotten bigger and bigger. What any favorite?
We've worked with two of the guys from
Yeah.
Take Six as our
Yeah.
producers.
Yeah,
Manhattan Transfer just retired. Their bass was
Right.
our front of house sound engineer.
And
He's
former member of Impact as well.
Yeah.
right.
Home Free, we're good friends
good
with.
buddies
We
of
know
ours.
those guys pretty well.
What up, home free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Home fries.
T3. I don't know.
T3, yeah,
They're
we're
on
good friends
our
with those
record
guys.
label.
Vocal
They're on
group.
a record label.
Never
Yeah.
met it.
See
Never
records.
met Pentatonics. Shout out to those guys. Never met them.
Never met
Yeah.
Those guys.
Yeah, never met them.
Yeah.
We've tried to invite them
Any
a couple
of
times to
the
our show.
cast from Pitch Perfect?
Excuse
You
me.
know, we were supposed to sing a song with Anna Camp at some point.
We met
What?
Skylar Aston at the tree lighting.
We did.
Nice.
Oh yeah, he was a nice guy.
Yeah, super nice.
Nice.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Winnie. I met Winnie from Wonder Years at the.
Yeah, that was.
Did you
Oh,
really?
you were in. Yeah, you were.
Oh, yeah,
Where'd you meet her?
So we were doing tree light. She was in the green room. And I was like,
Rockefeller Center.
Rockefeller Center
I
tree
couldn't
lighting.
hold it. I was like,
It's just
Winnie
Wednesday.
Cooper. I was like, sorry, that's not your name.
She's like a genius
I just-
mathematician.
She was like, it's okay.
Stanford?
She probably is
Or-
a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was
I was
somewhere.
really-
It was just
you.
cool to see Winnie Cooper.
Somewhere in Cal-
She was
I think
on
she was
the
like
same episode of
Stanford.
Family Double Dare's Ball.
Old show.
Tongue Bialik too, yeah.
She did are you all fans of Impractical Jokers?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
we've actually
Okay.
gotten confused for that one time.
Have you really?
Bloomington, Indiana.
It was a
Well,
funny
they did.
story.
What happened? Tell us.
We were coming out of a bar, and this girl's like, "Wait, I know you guys. You're the Impractical Jokers." And we're just like, we wish.
So
Are you
wing
kidding?
and a miss.
Those guys are on TV
Love Sal.
8
Sal's
times.
great.
But you've
8
been,
times a
you've been
day.
in touch with them.
Were you trying to play a
Yeah.
prank on them, or they just thought you were like?
No, we
No,
were.
they just
Yep.
We
thought,
were walking out.
We
like
got some
normal
other Flash
people.
Dance is another
Normal
one.
people.
Oh, Chairman Lai is watching. Chairman Lai, good friend of ours, and Mac Bowen. Flashdance, what a feeling.
I mean, that's a fun idea.
It's a good
What
one.
a feeling
Yeah.
is the 90s, isn't it?
Keep on
not.
adding those
380s,
comments.
380s.
Flashdance.
Now we have to do a whole new tour because of that.
Now I interviewed. Now, funny enough, with the Winnie
Cooper.
Cooper.
Who cares? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't think of her name.
No, it's not Olivia. It's
She, so I
Hey,
interviewed,
Siri.
I interviewed Murr last year from the practice.
Oh,
Show.
nice.
And
Nice.
she played a prank on
Yeah.
on Murr on one
Yeah,
of the
he
episodes.
showed up. He showed up like all oiled up.
Hold up, you got it. You've seen that one. Yeah,
I've seen every
you've that
episode.
one. Yes, yes. Guys, this is so amazing. I always appreciate you hanging out with me, and let me bring you some good bourbon spirits.
Oh, love it.
Any favorites tonight? I mean, these were all
Yeah.
really good.
Ronco is
Yeah.
my jam.
Rowan
yeah.
Co is really great.
Danica
The
McKellar.
Hogsworth,
Thank you.
Danica,
Yes.
right?
Danica McKellar.
Danica Patch.
Danica.
Yeah,
Danica.
not the other
different
one,
one.
right? Yeah. We got the Blade and Bow.
The
We got some other
1988
Blue
one
one.
was very unique.
Did you love that? The Bacta.
I didn't love it, but to say that I've never had anything like that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes back really far because I mean, when you think about really old spirits, it's hard to find those with Armagnac. With Bacta spirits, you can find those, and they go back. They're beautiful.
What's an Armagnac?
So it is a.
I'm glad you
it's
asked.
well, I'm glad you
I've
asked.
heard the term. I just don't
It's a
know.
type
No,
of
thank you.
backpack.
So we often say, there's a lot of cognac that gets exported. There's less Armagnac. It's a very specific region of France. It's all from a grape varietal in that region, and it is wonderful and beautiful. And coincidentally, it's the very
Classic
first.
Lottery commercial.
It's it is. It's the very first spirit I ever had when I traveled in France.
Oh, really?
When I was 16, it's the first
Thanks,
alcohol I
How do you,
ever
how
had.
do you pronounce the name of that?
Armagnac Bacta.
Bacta.
Bacta. That's Raj Bacta spirit.
Baklava.
The 1988, and what a great gift too if you have spirit enthusiasts that want something old.
The Indigo
But,
Hour was
yeah. 2,
and then what was the one with the key on it?
Oh yeah, the Blade and Bow.
That was 3 for me.
Yeah.
Blood and cold.
Nope. What's it called?
Which
The
one?
Spirit or the key?
Oh, Blade and Bow.
Blade and Bow.
Really
yes.
great bourbon.
That was
And then,
good.
of course, the.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the four.
Thank you. Well, and the Four Gates.
Oh, Four Gates, sorry.
Yes, the Four
Grabbing
Gates.
boxes.
Beautiful limited edition series.
Yeah.
These are all some of our very favorite things
Good night, everyone.
for the
It's like-
holidays.
It's like Oprah.
Are you? It is. It is like Oprah.
These
These
are our
like
favorite
Oprah.
things.
Now you all take a bus
She
to
was
where?
at the-
Take your tour bus to where?
We're
We
going
are
to
on Jerome.
Pittsburgh.
Well, our
Pittsburgh,
next show
yeah.
is in Erie on Wednesday.
All right.
So
If it
we're-
stops snowing.
Yeah, assuming there's not still 5 feet of snow there. Because dang, I don't know how y'all deal with that.
Guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Tom.
man.
Yeah, thanks,
Always
guys.
I'll
learn
just
something
finish.
new.
I'll finish, yeah.
I drank everything it
I
had.
feel like Jerome may. Oh, wait a minute. Curious if you tried. I don't know what this
What'd you
is. Sassenach?
Sambuca?
Maybe it's Pat Jones. Maybe
Tub
it's a.
thumping.
I get no.
Oh,
I'm guessing
Oh, that would be a really good one.
It's
Yeah.
our walkout
You're just
song.
saying
Sazerac, maybe.
Sazerac?
Oh, that would be a good one.
Is that a whiskey or is that a song?
It's a
It
whiskey
can be
drink.
both.
It was a lager. It was a song
Is
that
there-
reminds us of the good times.
Is there maybe one that's you want to close us out with?
Oh, what?
Good
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.
I hate to leave you. I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good
We gotta work on
night.
that shit.
Bourbon. It's bourbon influence. Do not share this. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I think they're watching still. Cheers, guys.
Thank
Happy
you.
holidays. Merry
Cheers.
Christmas.
Yeah,
Happy
everybody,
holidays.
happy holidays.
When do we start drinking?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.